What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Now, in a really weird piece of news that was just announced, um, Jeff Snyder, who's usually reliable at times, made a report stating that David Fincher and Brad Pitt will reunite to work on a sequel to Quentin Tarantino's 2019 comedy drama Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. With Pitt set to reprise his role as stuntman Cliff Booth. That's not all, though, as a project which is set to be in the works at Netflix, which, if Quentin Tarantino, I wonder if he's going to have anything to say with Quentin Tarantino, because Quentin Tarantino would not allow this one at all. Him and Nolan are two movie theaters guys. They're not really big with the streaming stuff, so, yeah. Anyway, according to the separate report from the Snyder, Leo DiCaprio, who starred alongside Pitt in the original film, is in talks to join Pitt and Fincher and will reprise his role as Rick Dalton. While the Playlist's report notes that the film sounds like a Cliff Booth movie, it's possible DiCaprio's Dalton could show up in a cameo or smaller role. As for Margot Robbie, who played Sharon Tate in the movie, the report mentions that she is also available for the movie should Fincher come calling. As for this new movie, the Players notes that the script for the film actually comes from Tarantino himself, and was something that his script for the movie critic, which was rumored to star Pitt and as Booth in some capacity, evolved into over time. Tarantino has a unique deal with Sony on the rights to various aspects of Once Upon a Time. Now, this is weird. I mean, for one, a sequel, okay. I mean, looks like Tarantino obviously isn't coming back with this one because, well, for one, it is going to Netflix, and Tarantino is not really a Netflix guy. Yeah, him and Nolan really, I guess they're like activists when it comes to like movies going to streaming. So, if Tarantino's agreeing with this, I'm gonna be shocked, to be honest with you. But yeah, whatever Tarantino's next film's gonna be, I don't know, but could be interesting here. I know there's like a Rick Dalton novelization or whatever, so there's that. I'm all for this though. You know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was my favorite film of 2019. All due respect to Parasite. Parasite was cool, don't get me wrong. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood should have won Best Picture and Best Director. That's my opinion. Obviously, Brad Pitt did win for Best Supporting Actor, so that's cool. But still, I really wish this movie got more love at the Oscars. But that is what it is, I guess. Hopefully, this could be interesting. I'm going to make a safe bet that Mikey Madison isn't going to return, or maybe even, obviously, I won't take Sydney Sweeney. It is crazy to believe that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, had lots of stars who were going to do bigger things. Sydney Sweeney, obviously, Mikey Madison, Margaret Qualley, Austin Butler. I mean, just like what Sean Baker said at the Oscars, if it wasn't for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, there will be no Michael Madison as an Nora. So, I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the reason why Michael Madison got the role of Nora. So, yeah, I mean, maybe she'll come back as a Fire Girl. I don't know. Maybe she has a superpower. And maybe she didn't really die in Once Upon a Time, and she'll come back for the sequel, and now she's a fire superhero. I don't know. That could be cool, but when this actually happens, that has to wait and see. Because again, Jeff Snyder is usually reliable at times, not all the time, but we'll see. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel reportedly being in the works at Netflix? Were you even a fan of the first Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Do you think a sequel is even needed here? Would you love to see David Fincher be the one to direct this? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim signing out.